It ever just made some homemade milkshakes for the family with the fucking kiddos slushy machine, which we haven't done before. And it's basically just like put a bunch of milk and a bunch of fucking cream in there. And it's like sort of cools it and sort of churns it. And just poured them out and gave them to the family. And then I just go to quickly give it a clean so I can put it in the dishwasher. And it's fucking churned that shit into butter. And I'm just like fucking scooping off butter from the inside of this cunt. And well, look, I'm 2 seconds away, all right? And then I'll be right with you. Well, shit. Good evening. Oh my God. Banger. How the fuck are we, dudes? What's going on? Sorry for the late start again. Honestly, I thought I was going to be early today. Just 3 hours late, right? You know? To be expected, really. How's that fresh butter taste? Dude, I just made a glass of water. I felt like I just drank a fucking whole bar of butter. It was delicious. It's pretty fucking good. Oh, where's my teeth? Shit. Not for drinking. Yeah, it's for drinking when I feel like my fucking blood just thickened up. Tower Engine, I hope you're alright, mate. Hospital after low blood sugar. Nothing super serious, but Canada's health system is garbage. That's horrible, mate. Are you diabetic or? Love the Heavensward OST, but I must admit, I love Shadowbringers even more. Look, for a long time, all we had was Heavenswards, and it was the best, but Shadowbringers kind of fucks, isn't it? I gotta get that one as well. I believe I've got up to Stormblood in this set. Pink. Having a proper ice cream machine can also can make butter if the cooling element of it is subpar. There's a big reason why you have to pre-freeze the things for it to work on most of them, really. It's interesting. This just kind of churns because it's for slushies, you know? It's got a milkshake setting, but they were pretty particular about, like, make sure you get the milkshake out as soon as it's ready. I got distracted, all right? I've been a busy little bee just, like, getting these Shadow of the Colossus VODs ready, adding the chat in and cutting out all the breaks and the intros and putting some little fades on everything so it's all, like, neat and tidy. She's good to go. I gotta get all that ready so I can put it on render when I go to bed, you know? Otherwise, because I can't use the PC when she's going. But I should have that ready to rock by the end of the week. Which would be great for those of you that give a fuck about having access to, you know, neat and concise snippets of history. Now that they're all fucking deleted from Twitch. And although I haven't been able to kind of keep up with my painting and writing stream commitments during this fucking summer, I still want to be able to pump out an article and a VOD collection every week, at least. Not diabetic, just didn't eat enough and I was running around all day and I guess my body said, fuck you, I'm done today. Oh, wow. Okay. Gotta be careful of that shit, huh? Getting old. We call it liquid gold for a reason here in the kitchens. I know how you fucking cooks use butter and it's filthy, you know? Absolutely filthy. Why does restaurant food taste so good? Because it's just packed full of butter. And it's amazing. But I was not prepared for drinking that much. You pass a couple of kidney stones, you start drinking more water. Yeah, I haven't had to do that. I'd really rather not. But butter and cream, right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I just drinking it, I was like, oh, this is too much. Pack with fat, yeah. Oh, MSG as well, yeah, get the MSG in. Jesus, I feel like I just put on weight, you know, from that one milkshake. It was a choc mint milkshake, though. It was pretty homemade choc mint bloody milkshake. Oh. Fucking assault. True enough. Going good, Moon. Going good. Yeah. It's Thursday here, and tomorrow. Oh yeah, tomorrow. I have my retro game session in the morning with Soul Reaver, which I've just discovered has been cancelled. I'm horrible. I've got to take Arthur in for vaccinations tomorrow morning, and And my wife refuses to do it because she can't handle the needles in babies thing. So that's just a dad job, and it's got to be done. It's got to be done, you know. And then and there's a night market on in the evening, so I guess tomorrow's just out. Do the vaccinations, make sure Arthur's cool afterwards. He's got a meningitis one as well, which is kind of a big one. And then seeing a kid get stabbed, it's not gonna be good. They do a good job of it. They do a good job of it. They bang them in both legs at the same time. But this one's, I'm pretty sure this meningitis is like an extra one on top that you have to pay extra for as well. So that'll be like another one on top of those ones. That's going to change the whole scenario. But then there's a night market and there's a fair. So I'll go down and I'll take Xander out to the fair, you know, to the town fair, and go to the night markets. Maybe have a little browse. I enjoy that sort of thing if the weather's nice, anyway. And then Saturday. Saturday, my boy Fizzy's coming down. Getting a train down. He wants to, yeah, Friday is nice, actually. Friday's nice. Saturday's shithouse. Friday's nice. That's good. Sunday, Monday's average, but it's okay. Yeah, me mate Fizzy's coming down. We're gonna play Magic the Gathering all fucking night with Nami. That'll be good. Magic the Gathering with the boys. Love that. And then Sunday, I'm taking the family off for a little vacation, just an overnight one. I booked a hotel in the mountains. Take the kids out for some fun, and then we'll go to the zoo and then come back. Magic the Gathering, yeah. Fizzy's coming down tomorrow to play some Magic. One day back in Christmas Day, back in the 90s, my mother cooked whole chickens in butter, basically deep fried the fuckers. Family loved it, but was shocked when they found out how they were cooked. Yeah. How much is in you, huh? Back as a kid, the meningitis vaccines were this thick-ass orange fluid. It fucking sucked getting them. Felt like a worm was being shoved up your arm. Great. Hopefully they've evolved that technology. For his show, I'm assuming? No. Just for shits and giggles. I should go down to Melbourne and do a spot on his show at some point. That'd be great fun. But no, this is just for funs. I finally finished my Fear 50 surface runs with all aspects. Did a Fear 60 run afterwards, and I think I might finally be done with Hades 2. Jesus Christ, mate. That's... Bravo, sir. I know for a fact I'll never get that far. But I am still doing my Hades runs. I actually got beaten by a certain cockhead combo today. Taking a certain weapon up again. I'm still not done. When I am done, I want to start up Age of Imprisonment, which Omgen's been talking about. Or at least get back to my Hyrule Warriors DE. Taken quite the hiatus from it so that I could do Hades 2. I'm down for it. But it's been a long time. Was it October or something that Hades 2 came out? Nah, it's not a snowy mountain. It's alright. Just a zoo. Episode I did with Tog was so good. Yeah, the vampire one. That was really good. If you watched it, what are your thoughts on 28 Years Later? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sure. It was alright. I thought there were some good moments in it. I thought it was very interesting that the sequel is like already ready to come out. I thought the ending was pretty fun, you know? Yeah, it was alright.
Someone has conscripted new voters for the next execution. Wonderful.
Bringing Franz back, eh? Good on you, Tattoo Engine. I killed him, and then he got resurrected. and he hasn't deigned to resubscribe since. I feel like I hit a sore spot with the cunt. So he's relying on the goodwill of chat maggots like yourself to keep him in the fray. Good on you for sniping him out. Yeah, no, I thought it was all right, Franz. What do you think? It was. I wouldn't write home about it, but I certainly didn't watch it and go, "Oh, this is terrible" or anything. It was fine. I watched it with the whole family. Like, I think my wife's parents were here as well. Did the whole thing. Snowing even more now. Today it's been fucked with snow since New Year's. Really? Well, it is the season, right?
Ooh,
Or is it in order to know?
I remember you. Back from war, are we? Good.
Matty boy, what's going on, mate? How are you? Thanks for 19 months, dude. Much appreciated. How you fucking hanging? How's it going? It's good. Just doing some nice phoned in, off-putting, as they say. Fucking late night streams. Little tunes, little chats, little Path of Exile. All vibes. All vibes. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, filthy tired. Too many days. Too many days of less sleep than I need. Starts to stack up, you know? I really enjoyed it after the train wreck that was 28 weeks later. A real return to form with the dream-like effect that the first movie had, but leaning more towards fever dream now. Interesting. 28 weeks later is widely considered to be a banger, I thought. Am I the weird one that loves 28 weeks later? With Scottish boy? Nice. I think it's a 7. Train wreck. Who said it was a train wreck? It's a solid 7. I think that's reasonable. First 5 minutes of 28 later is amazing. It is. First was pretty air. I mean, look, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd say the first 25 minutes of 28 weeks later are very good for me. I do enjoy the idea of the kids coming back and being reintegrated into a new London, or New England, really. And I really enjoy the moment when he realizes that she didn't die. And then the kind of the reveal that she's immune, things like that. Like that whole setup I enjoyed. Let's say first half an hour. But I will agree, honest to God, every fucking time I watch it, from that point, it falls straight off and I kind of just zone out. I'm in New Zealand. Any messages you'd like to pass along to the POE devs? Banging game. Thought it was free to play. What's up with that? Real clever to release it as a paid game in early access, but then just keep the early access going forever. So that by the time it actually becomes a free to play game, everybody's already bought it. It's genius. That way you can sell it as a fucking free to play game, but also packed full of microtransactions. Very clever double dipping strategy. Is that too verbose? Is that too loquacious? See if you can truncate that. Maybe just fucking make it free to play, you cockheads. You're clearly gonna keep it in early access for 10 years. That's perfect. Okay, cool. Thank you. Very clever. Love what you've done. The first bit's directed by Danny Boyle, the director of 28 Days Later, and then the rest is someone else. Yeah, it's a bit weird. You can tell. But I wouldn't call it a train wreck. I'd say it's a good setup with a very milquetoast payoff. Trainwreck feels strong. Do I like 28 years later better than it? Well, it certainly sticks the landing and keeps going, I think. It's got some cool ideas. It does have a lot of what the absolute fuck going on in it, though. I guess I feel like I've only seen the start, you know? Whereas Days and Weeks were films, this is a 3-parter, and it felt like that. Maybe I feel like 28 years later might have been a better HBO-style TV show, maybe. Maybe that's what I feel. Because it sort of ended, and I was like, that's the end? That feels awkward. And then I found out that like the next one was coming out fucking 5 months later or something. So clearly already filmed and just in post or whatever. The most expensive microtransactions I've ever seen, by the way. I haven't looked at them crazy. But I've always felt that I could say comfortably that it doesn't matter how egregious the microtransactions are in Path of Exile, because it's an absolutely high quality, incredibly well put together free-to-play video game with regular updates and expansions, and they don't shove shit down your throat. And I feel like all of that goodwill that Path of Exile harbored for so many years doesn't feel quite the same in Path of Exile 2. It feels quite a bit, obviously still a very high quality video game. In fact, maybe more so. But it feels quite a bit more like parasitic in its attempts to generate revenue, which is odd because I thought that company was crushing it. I thought GGG was smashing it with the strategy that they employed for Path of Exile. I don't know why they would choose avarice. You know? Why do they keep making new MTX when they haven't transferred over 90% of the ones that I paid for in Path of Exile 1? I don't know. Maybe they need the money? Could it be that? I don't know. It feels like it's that. Anyway, speaking of Path of Exile, I'm going to jump back in because I'm just so late today that I might as well chat while we're fucking grinding away. I apologize again. I did not intend for this first week of the year to be such a shit show. The last week of the year was kind of a banger, right? So fucking, you know, there's always a hangover. Tencent might be setting the KPIs. Maybe. It definitely feels like things are different than before, at the very least. You can see the dollar signs in Jonathan's eyes. Never saw them in Chris Wilson's eyes. His face looks like it should be hid by Blizzard. Oh yeah? Okay. I think I know who you're talking about. I don't know the cunts very well, you know. I was once a member of the industry. I once interviewed David Brevik when he was moving from Diablo into creating the next generation of action RPGs, using the Marvel license, no less, to create a pathetic, miserable, disgusting, and very forgettable microtransaction-infused piece of shit.
Greeting.
But at the time, I was under the impression it was going to be very cool. Will you be playing Neo 3 next month? Yeah, man. I think I'll have to. I didn't finish 2. I finished 1 and all the DLC. I figured I would go back to 2 and do the same thing, and I still could. I just don't know that... I think Neo's an incredible series. I just don't think I like it as much as others do. And it kind of gets a little old for me. It's very challenging, very long, and the level design irritates me. It's not my favorite game series, but certainly I don't know if I need to finish 2, to be interested enough to just play some 3 and see where it goes, you know? So I'll definitely be on it. Don't think you'll recover for that New Year's, Shay? As long as you had fun, bro. Stash tabs, you almost need them, and they're 15 euros a pop. Or they're 4 euro a pop. But yeah. Wait, pound. Why'd you say 15 when they're not 15? Or are they 15 and then they're on sale for 4? Someone's wrong. Did you finish Ninja Gaiden 4? No. No. It's just sitting there, waiting. I thought about going back and doing Metroid Prime 4, finishing that, Ninja Gaiden 4, finishing that. But, what can I say? I had my fill. If it dawns on me that I need to go back, I will, but I just can't be fucked pushing through things that have overstayed their welcome, and it's not the game's fault, really. It's just that I spend so goddamn fucking long trying to do them. Yeah, that's all there is to it, isn't there? Looking forward to Resident Evil 9. It's been a very long time since I've been excited for a new Resident Evil, but I gotta say I'm pretty pumped for that one. Looks like a vibe. I'm sure it'll be a depressing fucking mess, but I'm gonna hold on to hope. So yesterday, where we left off, I still had to do the Mastodon Badlands or something. I did that today on the couch while Arthur was asleep on me. I fought some fuckhead boss necromancer cunt with a fucking resurrected mammoth in a tiny little arena with this cunt throwing out orbs of death and fucking shitloads of shit everywhere while I'm getting rammed by this fucking... with a ranged character? Cunt was a nasty little bastard, to be honest. Neo 3 with its DLC is $160. I'm fine. AU? As a fun boss. He's a cunt. He's a fucking cunt. AUD, okay. So, just so we're on the same page, yeah. $80 USD plus 30 for the DLC or something. I'm not paying that for it. If it's $160, I'm not buying it. I guess I'll be paying, what, 120 or something? Surprise! Whoa. Anyway, yeah, I did that cut boss, and I found a place called the Well of Souls. I don't remember finding that on my only other run this far, but I desecrated my bow and increased its attack speed by 10% by throwing it into the literal fucking source of all necromancy and having it thrown back out by some alien cunt. That was fun. And 18% increased armor and evasion. I wasn't going to bother with this, but my kid wanted to see it, and it didn't even show the animation the second time. Weird game. Anyway, that was cool as fuck. I didn't know that was a thing. And yeah, and then I went back here and I opened up the Titan Grotto, which I do remember the boss in here being some big fucking colossus that was bugged originally or something, and people were saying it used to wipe hardcore runs. I think Sequisha quit playing hardcore on that boss or something. I definitely remember that fight, and I'm not sure if that's going to be the fight that, you know, ends me. It could be. I certainly don't remember the mechanic of it. As it were, you know. Oh, fucking just destroying these bitches. Did I not sell all that stuff? I really didn't. Stood in town and didn't do it. You guys are a distraction, you know that? I swear I'm not this useless when I'm playing by myself.
Browse as long as you like.
Sorry.
suits you.
Start that again. Make something fun with that, but I really doubt it. It's gonna take something pretty sexy for me
As you
to...
wish. Sands guides you.
get rid of the bow that I've currently got for a while. 18 to 54 physical, 3 to 53 lightning, adds 1 to 20 lightning, adds 2 to 33 lightning, 10% increased attack speed. I mean, someone could come along, but I really do like this bow, this crossbow. The Colossus fly swats you, right? So it's gonna be about like dodging or dying, right? Remind me before I fight the Colossus to switch out my 15% increased rarity shit for my other shit. You don't have to remind me. It's my responsibility. But if you don't, and I die, it's definitely your fault. Think about that. Might just go this way real quick. I found out today, just practicing and fucking around, if I sprint, so long as I roll at the end of my sprint, I don't seem to cop the bullshit.
This'll get him.
I'm figuring out little strats. I still think sprinting anywhere where I haven't revealed is a very bad idea, and I lost a druid accidentally to that not long ago, but on the ramparts, sprinting into a gargoyle, and then falling over onto a pool of blood, and getting crushed by a gargoyle. It all happened very fast. But yeah, the whole roll at the end of the sprint seems to be pretty good. Gridman Gaming. Oh, for Neo 3. I guess it's more the principle that Franz has a problem with, and I get that as well. $160. But then, brand new video game in Australia, $125. Plus season pass with all DLC, $40. So, it's not like Neo 3 is asking for more than any other PlayStation 5 game. I don't think. Maybe it's the first time Franz has been like, oh, this is a game that I want to buy. When did games get so expensive? Can I wait for the inevitable Neo 3 sale? 4 to 6 months from now. Or even better. Wait 2 years. Game of the Year edition. $40. Whole fucking kit, mate. I'm going overseas for the first time later this month, so I'll be really penny pinching. Also, I didn't read that. I was just fucking with it, but yeah, fair enough. I hope you have a great trip, mate. First time overseas is amazing. Whoa, what do you think you're doing, mate? Alright, you want a bit of this? Want a bit of this? You want a bit of this, mate? I'll give you a bit of this. What's that? Fucking boom. What do you think of that? What do you fucking think of that, cunt? Bit of how's your fucking father, as Weddy would say. I think I'm gonna go more attack speed again. I know I really should be hitting the projectile damage, but my gut just really enjoys attack speed at the moment. And it keeps telling me that fucking attack speed, bruv. Just the play style feels better now that everything's a lot faster, you know? Every little 3%, it's a noticeable amount of improvement to my maneuverability as well. Because I can shoot and move Alright. Whoa! That was fucking a bit dodgy. Did he heal or some shit? I thought I fucked him up. Apparently not. Wait. Here's evasive.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
Here's evasive. I think a couple of those bigger shots may not have landed, and I just assumed that they had landed, and I'd done quick maths on his health, and it wasn't feeling good. That's my theory.
Who goes there? I'll unburden you.
Armor and evasion rating helm? Alright, so base, this fucking thing already has pretty much the same armor and evasion rating that I currently have. But it doesn't have 19% increased critical hit fucking chance, does it? I wonder if it's worth maybe trying to see if it
As
could
you
have.
wish. Take care.
I mean, you can't take it with you, can you? I'm gonna do like that. Alright. How's your luck on drop speed? Not Let's say in my last 3 characters, not a single unique. Okay. Okay. So unequip. Right. Put this here with me booties.
Well now,
Who goes there?
he is an old one. Almost as old as me.
Sinister, what's going on, bro? How are you, mate? Cheers. Cracking. Price of Borderlands 4 took me a breath like that? Yeah, yeah. It's always gonna be something. Or you first go, fuck, that's just too much money for a video game. Or we can't. Sorry, thinking.
Rejoice, fellow expletives, for one of our executioners is returned. Take up arms, warrior. The battle
Executioner
rages.
throwing down for, I want to say 8 fucking years as well. Is that right? I think so. You bloody legend. What would I do without you, Shallow? Mate, what the fuck would I do without you? You know? You're legend.
Rise!
Thanks, mate. I hope you're fucking doing alright. Wow. Okay, those little apparitions bang out a little damage, don't they? So what I've done is taken my crit helm off for extra rarity of item chance. And I've got a necklace, boots, and a helm that I'm kind of running while I'm wandering around because they've got that extra chance. And then before a boss, I have to remember to switch out to a kit that is definitely better. Now that means that the boss can't drop the greatest shit for me, but I think it's well worth the sacrifice. It's gotta, that's just gotta be remembered. Last time I played POE2, I lost a hardcore to some bone mammoth cunt. I had 3 uniques on that character. I wonder if it was the same. Was it a bone mammoth boss? Because that's the boss that I fought today, and he was a fucking dog. Bought Borderlands 4 at full price because my mate said we'd do full co-op, and then none of the cunts got it. Oh, bro! That's rough. Thank you, Shallow. Endgame's still lacking, but it's fun for what they got. Yeah, sure. Look, I only play hardcore, so I haven't seen Endgame, and I don't play enough to... But for me, like, this game pays out real nice. And unlike every other ARPG, by approaching it purely as a roguelike, by learning every boss with the fear of having to start over again, building up a nice stash for all the future characters that I will make, and coming back whenever they drop a new character to fuck around, like it's going the full fucking distance for me. That's for sure. Full fucking hog for me. Now, I know a lot of people have other criticisms of it for different reasons, and I'm sure they're all very, very apt. But none of them are relevant to the way that I play. This is the second character that has been this far. Most die in Act 1. Nah, that's not true anymore. Most did die in Act 1, but not anymore. Most die to some fucking shit in Act 2 now. I remember Rathbone was like a big wall for me for a while. Crushed his ass the last 2 times I fought him. Is this check? This looks like a checkpoint, right? This feels like... Oh yeah. That feels too... This is the way to go for me. So I'm going to head down some other paths just to see. This is a really great game. I enjoyed the campaign a lot. I think the writing, the boss style, like visual style, but also the characterization and mechanical style. This game is a huge, solid as fuck banger for me. Geonor really put it all together, but the slightly more action-focused ARPG really suits me as well. Playing with a controller, for example, really suits me. And then you add the hardcore stuff to it as well, and... Oh. Thank you. That's just cool as fuck, isn't it? Just drink in the art direction here, man. Like, what the fuck? I fucking love this shit. I keep playing because of how good it feels with the controller. Yeah. I think me too. And then again, yeah, playing it like a roguelike, for me, has removed so much of the... Not all of it, but a lot of the monotony that I feel with this particular genre, and I always have. As far back as Diablo 1, I always found myself falling into a repetitive loop with these ARPGs that I didn't find compelling enough, personally, to make the build, construction, enjoyment come through, I guess. Whereas, like, a lot of my friends love fucking making builds in these games. And then grinding through the exact same locations over and over again with the slightest hope of new gear dropping and stuff. It was never enough for me. So I played a lot of Diablo 1 and 2, but I do a Diablo 3 playthrough, you know, and then I was pretty much done. Well, not exactly. I did some runs and some maps and stuff with some friends and whatever, but like, for the most part, like, I could do a run through the campaign and be done with it. And it might be the same with this. It's just that playing it like a roguelike, I could be here for fucking years, man. So it really has, thanks to Paunce and Jamolki, taking me from a person who said, I don't want to play hardcore, I don't know what I'm doing, to I have to play hardcore while I don't know what I'm doing. Because if I knew what I was doing, it wouldn't be hardcore. That's what changed it all for me. Little mentality switch. slightly more action-focused gameplay, and all of a sudden, I am playing a complete... This is a Titan's head as a T intersection. Change everything. Add some nice stakes to the mix. You know, every single encounter could be your last if you're not paying attention. So it keeps me awake. Morning, Dr. Charger. Everything's great. Work's currently bending me over and not using lube, but I persist. Take it easy, hopefully capture it. Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. If you're in the break room or something, or if I missed you, I'm sorry. If not, The Pit Season 2 just started this week, so I'll be living vicariously into your life. Okay?
Me pockets are full.
This could be to ARPGs. What Baldur's Gate 3 is to CRPGs? Sure, yeah. There's another one on my radar that I played a bit of and enjoyed called No Rest for the Wicked. And I tried to play a bit more of that the other day, actually, because I thought, ooh, maybe it's time. They had a co-op beta on. But I mean, I started playing it again, and I don't mean to be... I'm not that guy who can't play a video game because its characters look like fucking idiots. Its visual style, in terms of its character design, is so bad that it makes me not want to look at it. You know, I don't want to be that guy. But it turns out with this particular game, I'm that guy. Because No Rest for the Wicked's characters look like fucking idiots. Oh god, it's now, isn't it? Okay, we're just gonna change some gear. Although its visual style, like its art style of No Rest for the Wicked, is fucking gorgeous. I feel like it needs to cook a bit more before I can jump in and have my fun. Which is what I said after I played through the first chapter of it. Just, I still feel that way. What was this one? Sorry.
Sands guide you.
Okay. Take off the helmet, the necklace, and the boots. I'm actually going to put them in here. This is going to be my new... I kept this because, I don't know, I just thought maybe one day I'm having a cool hardcore run with my friends, and this fucking scepter is cool as fuck. Maybe this scepter's like a totally normal thing that every fucking witch gets or something, but I don't know. I'd never seen anything look that cool in terms of buffing my mates, so I just kept that. Okay. Anyway, stash, 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 and then unstash, unstash. Unstash? Yeah, that's it. Equip, equip, equip. Cool. So I know I now have 5.2 life regeneration on that, 3.2 on that. And this has the 19% critical chance that I love so much. Can I put, like, just to be a complete wanker, and upgrade a fucking level 16 piece of gear? Accuracy rating. No, I didn't. I got 10% increased light radius. I deserved that. That's what I get. That's what I get. That's fine. I just feel like if I die on this character... This is actually in the original League as well, so if I die on this character, I don't think I'll ever be using any of this stuff again. Now, what? Is this guy just physical damage, or does he have an element? I can't remember. Affected by slows, recovery, life recovery, yeah. I think I'm pretty happy. You have to look out for drones that will freeze you, really. I swear I had can't get frozen. One in here. What's the one thing that I need? There it is. Immunity to freeze. Try that then. Just in case. The pit's a hectic show. Yeah. Well, that's the whole point, right? I'm completely addicted. Even when I lost my level 60 hardcore to sprinting and falling over and said "fuck it," immediately started again. That's the kind of game we're all looking for, isn't it? Something that just grabs you and you can't let go. I've died more to sprinting than anything else. Yeah, I really shouldn't be using it. Grim Dawn, Last Epoch. None of them hit for me either. I only played a little bit, you know, but yeah. It's fine. I haven't even played Diablo 4, honestly. I don't want to play all of them anymore. I'm happy with this one. Okay, so I didn't die here last time, but I could this time, because this particular boss is just an absolute cunt, and I don't know if I've got this. We shall see.
Where'd I go? Need a sec.
Okay. I get it. Oh shit. I don't know what that is. Goblin rock. Okay. Stay out of the middle. Got it. Okay. Wall rocks. I don't think you can stun this guy, or... Oh my god. Oh my goodness. More drops. Okay, yeah. Oh! Oh god. Oh god. What the fuck was that? Okay, was it that? Oh god. Oh my god. Whoa, I can see it on the ground. Oh god. Whoa! We got 3 heals left. Oh!
Thought I was cooked for sure.
I really did think I was cooked for sure. That's by far the most insane fight that I've done so far, in that even putting aside the almost killed me in a single fucking hit with some V move that he only did the one goddamn time, like putting that aside in its entirety, which was a fire move, by the way, right? With my 13% fucking fire resistance. The rest of the fight was still dicey as fuck.
Now, he is an old
Second
one,
time I've beaten that cunt.
almost as old as me.
Pawns! What's going on, dude? I know you lost one of your early runs to this cunt as well, right? Because he was bugged or some shit. Back in the day. Back in the day. When the beta was fresh. Thank you, Sinshine, as well. Good to see you, mate. What's going on? Appreciate the sub, mate. Diablo 4's story was great. World-class cutscenes. Shame the gameplay felt very mediocre. I actually have it on my PlayStation 5 because it was one of the free monthly games. And I thought one day maybe I'll just boot it up and do the story. Maybe someday I will. But I feel like I can live without it. Ooh, 15% increased movement speed. That's fun. Okay, those boots might be my new favorite boots. They have energy shield, but that's a great looking talisman visually.
All right. Sands guide you.
This ruby is beautiful. Impressive, young one. It'll take a bit of carving. If my
Carve
fingers were
away.
more nimble,
All good, all good. Thanks for that. Thanks for that.
All right.
I don't think I need. I honestly don't need another gem. I'm at that point now. I'm full on support gem 2s. There you go. I've arrived. Okay. Pawns, I fucking loved watching you play Company Heroes all morning. I got everything but the last game because the baby fell asleep in a position right as you guys are going in for the last game that you were going to play that allowed me to grab my controller. And I was faced with a conundrum. What you guys play one more game of Call of Duty or play Path of Exile 2? And I chose Path of Exile 2. I'm not proud of it. But I did. I did get to watch many games, 1v1s and 3v3s, all great. Very challenging not wanting to, like, drop my baby off at the nearest cathedral and then just come home and play with you guys, but I resisted. Before I do that, I can't do my show tomorrow because I'm going to take the baby for his third batch of immunizations. However, I might have a couple hours before I go, and if you're alive, I'll jump in for a game or two. If you're doing more, I think you're doing more. You're contractually obliged. This boss is generally a DPS check for most builds, but you've got a good build going. Okay. 5 levels ago, I don't think I would have been able to take him down, but switching to armor break and sniper shot is working really nicely for the bigger enemies, whereas my electric shit is clearing really nice. So I think it's working. They're 2 separate characters: the bugged damage, disjointed one shots. That's right. Yeah. Listening to Ralph Innocent for 10 hours is a nice upside to default's boring endgame. Interesting. I mean, that's enough, really. That's enough. I do love me some Ralph Innocent. But as soon as I quit playing, that's fine. It's fine. I just don't want to give Blizzard my fucking money if I can avoid it. But I got it free on the PlayStation. I don't think I'd mind playing Diablo 4 on the PlayStation. I might be able to convince Xander to do a run with me or something. I might have to look at an apartment, so schedule's a bit of mystery. Yeah, no worries, no worries. If you're around, you're around. If not, we'll get some time. Now, let me just piss some orbs away on this pair of boots to see if it could become my new movement speed boots. This 15% movement speed is so sexy, it hurts. I think I have to put this on now. And then, what did I get? Fire resistance, huh? Rarity of... Okay, that's it. That's it. Movement speed and rarity is exactly what I needed on them. The rest is gravy, to be honest. Maximum mana. Well, again, can't take them with me. And 24 armor. Okay, the last couple... Oh, plus 9 to maximum energy shield. Okay, so like, we got some shit rolls on there as well, but honestly, I'm really happy with that. For me, I'm really happy with that. So now, these boots, which are my life regen, my mad life regen boots, can be stashed. These boots, which are supposed to be movement speed and increased rarity, can now be sold. And you can be unequipped. You can be unequipped. You can be stashed. You can be stashed. You can be unstashed. You can be unstashed. Unless I'm just going to fight a boss right now. Probably not. You on. You on. Always forget to take these things out. You unstash. You on. And you bin.
I hear you.
Bin? Bin.
I shall put this to use.
What the fuck is that fucking shit? 50% surpassing chance to fire an additional arrow? What? I've never seen that shit. The dual string bow, huh? 30% increase to physical damage? Eh. I like the vibes of it though. Plague. What's the plague?
Well now, he is an
Why is it
old
plague?
one. Almost as old as me.
Hope, my very old friend. Another bunch of leeching off others like Red Planet. I wouldn't put you down as low as Red Planet. I mean, I like shitting on you as much as the next guy. In fact, there's a pretty good chance that I like shitting on you more than the next guy. But I wouldn't put you on Red's level. That's a bit low. That's lowballing it. Have some fucking self-respect, mate. 19 to 78 base is pretty good. But not good enough to want to build a whole bow around it, I don't think. I really want these to be my next bow because of the additional bolt. I get 3 shots, which I think would be huge. But I never quite... Never quite fall in love with what's on offer. Any nice gloves? Ooh! Armor, crit damage. Oh, I've already got it. No, that makes sense. This helm had the crit damage bonus as well, right? No. I took that off to put this one on because of the 8% rarity items found. Yeah, that's what I was working on. 18% crit. It looks like crit damage bonus is a common roll on gloves. Yeah, it's on basically all of them. Yeah, that's good.
Nights.
Right. I think that's good. I think I feel good. I've got my grind
It
set
is
on.
time to use for glory.
Gotta go open the gate at Trader's Passage, I think. The wolf's base movement speed buff. Oh yeah, with the druid, dude. Having a like I could have a talisman in my offhand with this character because I'm not using it off, just to switch into a wolf and get around, right? And it wouldn't be a bad idea at all. If I was worried about getting through faster, I'd probably do it. But whether I'm playing with you guys or I'm streaming or I'm playing with the kid on my fucking lap, I never I'm never in a rush, you know. Speed is never a oh, so cool. Speed's never a factor for me. How's kiddo? Good, yeah. The new one I assume you mean, or the old one. Thanks, Raspberry. Cheers, mate. It was a good time, right? We should do more of that.
That's
Happy
what
New Year.
True power feels like.
Only if you're just rushing for temple. Right, okay, yeah, fair enough. Light radius was kind of important now. Does anyone know if that's true? That's only if you're rushing for temple crystals,
I
okay.
am hesitant to allow you access. Move swiftly.
Where are we going? Oh, I think this is it. Yeah, this is the fucking zone that can suck my dick. This was a long, boring nightmare of a zone that was sort of like the keystone to a rather long, boring nightmare of an act. as most will agree. I don't feel that way about it so much right now, but this is my second time through it. But it is a lot, this act. This particular place was too much for me. Search for a recent corpse, eh? Nalf, enjoy, mate. I don't know how much you've seen or heard, but right from the fucking very first scene, that game lands in a really cool, like, I don't know, it was a good reminder for me of like, oh yeah, Dungeons and Dragons goes places, you know? Like it's very out there straight off the bat. I felt. And then it just kept going from there. Really cool story. Act 1's awesome. Act 2 was fucking masterful though. Like really fucking great. And the constant feel of like, I doubt anybody ever has had the run I've had, you know? Like the feeling of how many different permutations there must be. Are you gonna die? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not yet.
Oh, hello. I feel a little poisoned.
Easy.
I feel a little weak to poison. I've made my bone druid and just got to the first little village. Nice. What'd you think of the whole, like, fucking mind flayer, fucking interdimensional fucking spaceship fucking crash landing into this fucking realm fucking, and you're on it cold intro? Because while I felt it slowed down a little in pace after that and was a little, oh, this is an RPG, right, yeah, okay. It does pick up incredibly, but for a while it was a little for me. That intro in particular was like fucking for me. Oh, hey, Wolf, hello. Good to see you. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, at least you're up. Start replicant now? Oh, good. Yeah, get into that, Nia. Lovely. We got our bets down on what this Lord of the Rings announcement is tomorrow. Sorry, what now? There's a Lord of the Rings announcement tomorrow? Okay, you need to tell me more. Because I only heard the other day that there's a new Gollum movie that goes into pre-production, it goes into principal July this year, that features both Ian McKellen and as Gandalf, obviously, and Elijah Wood as Frodo. I only recently heard about that, and I'm still reeling. Like, it doesn't have to be as bad as The Hobbit, right? Andy Serkis is directing that one. Oh, he's so fucking deserves it after pulling out, like, he's been acting his little fucking dick off lately. Been on he was great in Andor. He was sweet as in one of these little Netflix bangers where he was the villain.
If you have...
Oh right, yep. That's Find Your Friend, isn't it?
As you wish.
Yeah, he's been a little stud muffin lately, and the fact that he's getting to, and obviously his reading of Lord of the Rings and stuff, like he's a big part of the Lord of the Rings fan base. For him to be directing is very exciting. Empire
Need a sec.
put out a teaser saying there's a Lord of the Rings announcement tomorrow, and Lan retweeted it. Maybe it's that Andy Serkis is doing that. Okay, or that it's the Gollum film. I did hear about that the other day though. That's interesting. Maybe they're announcing that they're giving up on Rings of Power. That would probably be the best announcement. And we're bringing back Wheel of Time. Actually, I'm gonna live in Cope Land and hope that it's that for a bit. Alright, I just want to see what they were. Nice, Hope. It's a great read. There's some really nice editions of that too.
Take care. I hear you.
Might as well.
I'll unburden you.
Shield looked cute.
Goodbye.
Lord of the Rings Golem too. Oh yeah, yeah. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Big fan of that. I saw a nice edition of Bram Stoker's Dracula fairly recently that I was thinking about getting. Really red, waxy cover. Gorgeous. But if Hope's got a special edition, I'll just beat him up and take his. It's fine. No walkers. No need to splurge. You're actually getting muscle there. All that grocery bag lifting at Woolies. I mean, it's hard work. Certainly would build. Some fucking six liters of milk in one fucking bag. Sometimes. Do it in 40-degree heat when the AC's broken? Yeah. No, I'm the guy sitting in the car while they come and put it in my boot, you know? Direct it to fucking door. Shit. With realistic swinging testicles physics for Golem? Oh yeah, now we're talking. Because the normal dude's on break. Oh, that's what we're looking for. Yeah, Yoshi. Fair. I actually go basically every day. I like to do my shopping in person, and I like to go regularly and just do little shops. So it's almost every day. I like to go for a little wander in the shops. Today I picked up some sushi for the missus and some cream for those milkshakes, you know, and some cat food. I like to do a lot of little shops because that's how I did it in Holland, and it always just felt super natural to me to do like a daily run at the Albert Heijn on the way home. And I sort of brought that back to this country with me, and it's just how I like to live. That seems good, right? 5% attack speed for 40% damage and 40% stun builder. Little man, how are ya? Hey, Hugo! I'm playing Path of Exile. Just trying to build my character. Have you seen how many skills there are in this game? Have you seen how many? Number 2. See, every time you level up, you can get one of these, right? Look how many there are. What do you reckon? Pretty crazy, right? If you had every single one, right? Crazy. Years of playing. Each class is a different tree. So this is the mercenary, the bow, but this might be like the warrior, and this might be...
Dad.
Yeah. Well, you want to play with me? What about work? Where are your friends? Oh, your friends are offline, so all of a sudden old daddy is needed.
I've called Ellie about 1,000,000 times.
Hey, I told you not to call him 1,000,000 times. You wait until you just message him and say, hey, when you're ready, come play. Don't keep calling.
Well, she told me about 4 times. I called her about 1,000,000.
Don't be a nag, alright? I've never used a 5090 drag, got a 4090, but you should be right as far as I know. The plug shouldn't be a problem. There was an issue with 4090s on that. Hugo, I saw your 10-year anniversary. I was watching you for a little bit in there. I meant to say hi, but I was in the lounge room and getting up. It was a whole thing, but I was watching and I was loving, and happy bloody anniversary, Twitchiversary, mate. First peak stream of the year. Let's go. Don't you start, Franz. I don't want to hear it.
Let's go. Let's do a peak stream. Another thing.
There's no episode of Family Duds going on tonight, alright? We can do one. We can do one.
Yay.
But not right now. Oh.
Yeah, no, not right now.
No, not right now, because I'm still gaming.
Can I play with you?
Yeah.
I'm in Path of Exile.
You can play with me.
Mm-hmm. My old
On your old character?
Uh-huh.
I don't know which character that is. How about you just watch for a bit while I still grind on this, bro?
And I will name my character my character's name from Among Us.
Your character's name
Alex
from
Poop.
Alex Poop. You are a bit of a bloody philosopher, you know? Oh, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go more damage here. Like, I've got some easy damages here. I'm gonna grab those for now. And then I'll start working my way, I think, towards here. I think that's where I'm going. But for now, I'm just gonna grab some easy damages. Maybe I'll refund them later. Alright. I'm going back in.
How do you make me?
Amazing, Hugo. Huh? Well, if we wanted to play together, we would have to make new characters, I think. There are some new characters. Did you know there's a druid now?
I mean, right now.
Right now?
When you get to a checkpoint, then you can.
Are you sure? You sound pretty haggard.
Sometimes you can skip down straight.
I think they are giant poop throwing scorpions sometimes, yeah.
Why? All rounds. Eyeballs.
They just hop into poison. Good on ya, Drake. Yeah, man. There was some plug issues with the 4090. I'd never heard anything on the 5090 though, and I hope there wouldn't be. 2 generations in a row they muck it up. But yeah, good luck with it, mate. Got Arc Raiders yesterday. Nice, dude. Nice.
We haven't played Arc Raiders together.
We haven't played Arc Raiders together. No. I told you to buy it while the Steam sale was on. Is the Steam? Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. This is very bad. Very, very bad. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, okay. Hold on a second. I'm gonna. Yeah. It's like the one enemy type in the game that just absolutely ruins me. Oh. Very dangerous.
Need more time.
Oh.
One down. Who's
What
next?
is- Oh. That was brutal. That was definitely brutal. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm playing, yeah. Arc Raiders will grab you by the balls. It's so good. Doesn't have basic shot pinned to slot. Oh, because he's draining my mana, you mean? So you want to just... I mean, it wouldn't make much of a difference, really. I wouldn't use it. Not in that situation. Is there a waypoint here? There
Never
certainly
been
is.
so high. Precarious job, this one.
In?
Sorry? Huh?
No.
What'd you say?
You know what happens if you fix fun and F-U-C-K-I-N-G together?
Fun and F-U-C-K-I-N-G together.
Mhm.
What can you do?
You get Fun King.
Funking. Yeah, that's a great alternative to the F-U-C-K word. You can just say funking.
When something is fun and
Also, you want to add some extra oomph. Yeah.
yeah, Fun King.
Funking. Very clever. Yeah, funk, exactly. Oh, yeah. I played probably like 70 hours of Ark. It sucked for me because Metal Gear Solid Delta finally released Fox Hunt mode, which I've been waiting for
70
ages.
hours.
And then like 3 hours later, this other game comes out called Ark Raiders. And everyone was like waiting for it because they reckon the beta tests were going hard or something. And I'm like, all right, I'll play with me, mate. I loved it a lot more percent than 100. I just kept cranking it. Not like my friends were, but I've got a new baby as well.
Play Ark Raiders with you.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. All right. Ooh, okay, yeah, I've walked into the trap. I should have seen this coming. Whoa. Ah. Oh.
Has everybody played Ravenfield?
Yeah, I'd be down as Hugo, man. Absolutely, I love playing it. Absolutely, mate. See if our schedules line up. I don't know if you've got me on Discord or the Twitters or whatever, but hit me up. See if we can sync up. I'd love to. Oh. Sold that and I didn't check what it was first. Very easy to just start selling everything without having a little peek and going, what is this? It's basically the same as what I have now.
You can get it back.
What is that? Completing this ascension trial will not grant any additional sentencing points. Oh. Wait, I don't understand.
Goodbye.
I saw that, by the way. You are not playing Path of Exile with me tonight.
Why?
Because you're yawning like crazy and it's too late. You're dying. You're dying. You know what I want you to do? I want you to lay on that little couch right here. Oh. Like, oh, I know. Read The Conan Chronicles 2 by Robert Jordan. I got rid of him. I found two chronicles of Conan the Barbarian books at a thrift store the other day. Both written by Robert Jordan, who wrote Wheel of Time, not by Robert E. Howard, the Conan author. Didn't even know they existed. Nice, you got decent luck on their rare modifiers. Did I? Question. Will this actually let me get more ascendancy points or not? I don't know where these come from, but would this not be a go back and do the ascendancy trial again and get more points so you can... Is that not a thing? No. Then what the fuck is it? For more loot. Would you guys ever do it? For gold chests, maybe? He also wrote the book adaptation for the second Conan film. Did he really? It's amazing. Some people actually enjoy doing them. Oh. I sure did when I played. Lots of jewels. I do for keys that drop at the end chest. I think it's kind of fun. Oh, okay. Right, you're one of those. Fair enough. Each their own. Just kidding. No, that's great. I'll keep that in mind. High level zones will have harder barriers that can possibly give more ascendancy. Good, I want it more of that shit. Relics to help you trial specific defense. Relics help you trial specific defenses as well. They victors indeed, Alex. Cheers, mate. Timeless jewels and the relics can definitely sell if you aren't solo self-found. I'm not in this run because this is one of the co-op characters whose friends all died, but he survived.
I remember you. Back from war, are we? Good.
Yeah, Malk, how you going, mate? Cracking, dude. I'm just making this kid get a book. Give him Malazan, start him young. Ha! Jesus. I wish. I have trouble getting to read a bloody comic. On the school holidays anyway. Like every normal days, it's very simple. This is bedtime, you have a read a book, you go to bed, you know?
Yes. The smell of proper devotion.
School holidays are a problem.
Welcome back, old
Malarkey.
friend. We've missed you.
How the fuck are you, mate? What's going on, dude? Good to see you. Thanks, brother. You will like having good relics for honor resist and maximum honor for your third and fourth affinity if you decide to get those points. Yeah, that's just... That's over there, Black, and I'm here. You know? Right, we fucked those two up. I feel good about it. Where was I? Path of Morning. I can just waypoint to when I'm ready. So I'm just trying to. Ah!
Surprise!
What was that? Did you push me? You did. Okay. Hold on. Everybody just relax for a minute, yeah? My goodness. Exploding corpses and poison corpses and all sorts of shit. Hey, one of these bangers. I like these bangers. Hold on a minute, though. I want to grab some. Yeah, I want to grab those. Interestingly, crazy. My friend Peeve has started a Patreon, and one of the things he's doing on it is a book club. Every week, you read a chapter of a book, and then they get together and talk about it and do some drawings from it, which is really cool as well. Get the drawing flowing, and I'm participating. So I got to go back and read the first chapter of Malazan Book of the Fallen because that's the first book he's doing. And I just grabbed. I'm on the 7th book now, and I'm fanging through it. But I just. Whoa! Did I just evade that? I think I just evaded the shit out of that. Didn't evade that one. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. Oh, definitely evaded that. Dude, the blade on that's nasty.
Another notch on the helmet.
Feeling a little squishier than I
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
did before. Oh, annoying. Yeah, I made him lay on the couch and read a book. Because he's a little shifty. Does he look tired to you as well? Yeah. He doesn't. He disagrees. What are you doing? What spirit gem are you using? Herald of Thundery shit. Yeah, Herald of Thunder. Killing a shocked enemy with a non-herald attack hit causes subsequent attack hits to release lightning bolts, which deal attack damage to all surrounding enemies. And on it, I have Maim. You won't be able to read, will you? Oh, okay. Can I have a kiss? Mwah. I love you. I'm totally down to do some Path of Exile 2ing. Awesome peeking. We can do some family duds. But let's plan it, alright? I don't want to do it when you're exhausted and falling asleep, alright? Cool? What? Mwah. Alright. See you soon, bud. Never even seen this zone before. Yeah, it's a nasty one. Your main and concentrated area. I'm just trying it out. Finally got a mate into Malazan. He's on book 2 to go back for the first time and walk the chain of dogs again. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah. Just the intro of Malazan book 1. They're actually the prologue. With Gano's Paran, 12 years old, standing on the fucking balcony at Moxhold, overlooking the ocean. Fucking Fiddler, a commander. Fucking Empress Lassine, just taking control.
As you wish.
From Kellenbard. And learning, you know, her name Surly and everything. And leader of the Claw and all this shit. Like, it's all just like, whoa, that's a lot of evasion and life regeneration. I actually really like that, but I don't like it enough to keep it.
All right.
Like so much more comprehension and understanding of that one scene 7 books deep, you know? I wouldn't normally reread until I'd finish the series, but I've got this kind of like, it's amazing right now. Got this kind of like unique situation going on in that regard, and I'm taking advantage of it. And already I'm thinking of like drawing 12-year-old Gnos on that balcony overlooking the ocean, or overlooking the city maybe, like with Mouse Quarter down below on fire or whatever, and one of the Bridgebird commanders. I don't even know who that is actually. I was trying to think of it. It's not Dujek One Arm. I don't know who it is at that time. And Dasim Ulta, I think, has just died at your garden, which is incredible. But I know Fiddler's there as well. Anyway, that would... Is it whiskey? It would be Whiskey Jack, wouldn't it? I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's whiskey. Of course it is.
Rejoice, fellow expletives, for one of our executioners is returned.
It's amazing.
Take up arms, warrior. The battle rages.
Sun Saiyan Darling. 47 months. Executioner, you sexy bitch. I fucking love you. One more month into my 4th year. I'm planning on holding it till I hit my 43rd birthday. We have to celebrate. 4-year anniversary, 43rd birthday. Incredible. Thank you, my friend. Definitely couldn't do without you. You're too good. You're too good to me. I hope you still get to catch a show, and I know you're more of a lurker these days, but if you are lurking, I hope you're enjoying yourself. Thanks, mate. Of course, it's whiskey. Why wouldn't I think of whiskey? That's awesome. But yeah, just that scene alone. The amount of comprehension there that just wasn't, like, obviously I'm just starting a new series. I was focused more on the idea of the claw back then, but yeah, I'm really excited to do a book club. If you're into that shit, by the way, Heeb's Patreon just launched, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. Certainly something that I'm like looking forward to every week. I don't want to do my own because it's like, well, I'm already part of one, you know. Maybe I'll do a movie club or something where we can watch an old movie or something every week and come back.
All in a day's work.
I don't want to add more to my plate just now, but it could be fun. Anyway, yeah. Definitely check it out. Anything? Yeah, well, starting with Gardens of the Moon. And Peeve not being somebody who reads very often, for him to make this commitment to you know, to read and to watch and discuss with him as his Malazan journey begins. Like, Malazan's a hard fucking core series to pick up as your first series back to reading. I tried to get him on like Brent Week's Night Angel trilogy and shit, you know? Just some might as well call it young adult, really. Compared to fucking Malazan, anyway. And these days, it probably is young adult. Didn't have my home in the shadows nowadays. Fair enough, mate. Man after my own heart. Yeah, exactly. People think Brando's Cosme is young adult compared to Malazan, and to a degree it is compared to Malazan. But outside that, it doesn't feel very young adult to me. Not compared to Aragon or something, you know what I mean? But in terms of its legitimate classification, that makes sense. But not with who it's read by predominantly, I'd say. Did you read Tolkien? I did. I really enjoyed Lord of the Rings as a kid. Now, look, I don't claim to have had an adult's comprehension or understanding of that series. I just remember I always had it with me. My nan, actually, bought me a copy of, like, a limited edition, collector's edition copy of Return of the King, which I've got up there. Because of how much I loved that series. But I was always reading above above my level then, whether it was like Stephen King stuff. I read like all the It and Langoliers and Tommyknockers and all that sort of stuff when I was very young because my mum had all that on the shelf and she was always reading. She'd be up till, 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. Just one more chapter of Needful Things or something. So I kind of was cutting my teeth on that. And then I started making mates at school that were reading like Sparhawk's trilogy by David Eddings. What was that shit called again? The no, not the Silmarillion. That's Lord of the Rings extra. It's something like that though. I can't remember now. It's been a very bloody long time. But I basically just reading big fat fucking fantasy stuff. Yeah, that's right. Belgarian. And again, like I was reading it, and I was going through it, but I wasn't comprehending to the level that I read now. I read very slowly now, and I enjoy tasting every word and every sentence, and I enjoy setting bookmarks and keeping choice phrases and scenes. I like really measured paced reading now, but back then I was pushing through more so that I could say I read it than than because I wanted to read it myself. And that's when my Lord of the Rings stuff came in. And then weirdly enough, I think I was probably about 11, and Harry Potter had just come out. It was like there was the new thing in the library. I stole that copy of the book actually. I still have that too. And I just read it over and over, and it was perfect escapism for me. And it felt like I had taken this massive step down in terms of what I was reading, but had found my level as well. Like I wasn't trying to like this, and I wasn't trying to push myself. Even with Lord of the Rings, obviously, when the movies came out a few years later, or the first with Fellowship, everything changed, and that was. But I just remember Harry Potter was just like it was perfect for me. It was exactly what I was looking for, and I still read well above my weight, but every new Harry Potter that came out, something about that world really resonated with me. And I think a big part of it in the beginning was just it was so easy to read over and over again. It was so effortless. My mind tends to wander on real life shit. Oh, dude, mine too, man. Mine too. You just reread. Once you feel like... I drift a lot less now than I used to in my 20s and my 30s. My early 30s. Mostly my 20s. Thanks to reading Wheel of Time and all the Cosmere stuff and now Malazan, I don't find myself drifting too much anymore. But if I do, I always go back. What sort of Kindle are you rocking now? The Signature Edition Paperwhite, because it had the USB-C charger. My previous Kindle, which was just the normal Paperwhite, which was great. It was like a 2021 Paperwhite or some shit like that. No, it can't have been. No, I got it before Xander was born. 2015 Paperwhite. I dropped it off the side of my bed, and it landed on a cord, like a power plug, and it just nicked the screen. Just a little tiny nick. But like, because of the way that the screen is lit with the ink, that nick is like this white line. Had to go. I still use a cracked monitor. I don't give a shit. But that little nick on the page was too much. It drew my attention constantly. And it was time for a new one anyway. And I really wanted one that didn't use a micro fucking USB. So maybe it was a 2021 Signature Edition that I got. That sounds right. Dark Tower, I love Dark Tower. Shannara, I never read Shannara. Never read Shannara. I feel like people like Night Angel by Brent Weeks. You got me into that. I tried to get him into that. He didn't take to it, and he went fucking to. Then he went to Warhammer Eisenthorn or some shit, and then I was talking about Animander Rake, and he was around, and he was just, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna read that. That's what I want to read. Fuck all this other shit. And then he did start reading it, and he enjoyed it so much that he started a book club, and is now choosing that book for it. So. I allowed my 11-year-old to watch all Stranger Things just as a compromise to get him off YouTube Shorts. Some things are worse and a bit of a nightmare. Luckily, I never let Xander go on YouTube to even get into Shorts, so that's a good... I'm glad I got ahead of that, but bravo. Xander does fucking love Stranger Things, though. And I think Stranger Things is fine for his age group, honestly. Eisenhorn is amazing. Yeah, I've heard. I want to do it myself. Yeah, I'm not going to let it... I'm lucky I got ahead when I did on that shit, being the old fuddy-duddy that I am, and I'm really glad that I stuck to it. I'm not a perfect father at all. And I do look, especially when I'm talking to Eternal Lasting about his kid, I do wish I'd have been a harder cunt earlier on, not being so lenient with what I let him consume. But I'm also fighting against my wife as well, who's got a completely different parenting style, and we try to meet in the middle. So I've done the best I can. No Roblox and no YouTube. Shorts especially, but very limited YouTube, and you got to play an instrument for it. I think it's worked out really well. But I just wish Xander wanted to read more, you know? He loves reading his comics, don't get me wrong. He reads every day, but I want him to read novels, and he just... No matter how many I read to him, it just never seems to take. I did try Malazan, but the writing was a bit too dense for me, and I was zoning out. But I am 100% going back, because it does seem interesting. Right now, I'm reading The Poppy War, which I'm enjoying, but every time I open my Kindle, Gardens of the Moon taunts me. It's fine. Fine. Don't beat yourself up at all. It is dense. It does take a lot of effort for some people. I was one of those people. Especially coming from Cosmere. Malazan was very girthy, and it did take me a minute to acclimate. And then the beginning of the second book's even harder than the fucking first, in my opinion. It's one of the best books in the series, don't get me wrong. The transition is rough. Going back to what you were saying about Peeve and dissecting the first scene, imagine dissecting the first introduction of Animander. Oh, dude. At Moonspawn. Wait, does he come out of Moonspawn over Pale? Is that the introduction of him? I'm just trying to remember. I think that's about right. And like Tatasail and Taishren and the rest of the cadre are fucking smashing Moonspawn. That's right. I was thinking the second, when he visits there. Wait, when he... Oh! I was thinking... Oh, when he visits the alchemist. Yes. Absolutely. They're sitting there just chatting, right? Yep. The alchemist has a few conversations with Krupp, and then he has one with Animander. Yeah. God, I can't wait to read that again, actually. That scene was ripping, huh? Delicious. I thought I remembered him popping up at Moonspawn. Or coming out for a bit to try and fight him off, but couldn't. Because I think Taishren does some kind of ridiculous fucking rolling wave of fucking sorcery that fucking fucks up heaps of his own cunts as well. Some kind of massive shit. Something like that. And that's too strong even for Animander. And Kaladin Brood's not there. He's off in some other joint at that time. Okay, yeah.
Surprise!
It has been a while since I read the first Malazan. I can't remember when I started now. I reckon it would have been at least a couple years ago. I go into the Spires, and then hit the waypoint, right? I think this was, in particular, the part that was too much for me. I think it was this joint where I was like, this is fucked. This is too much shit. Do I just go back to the start of this place? I think so. I don't know if I need to explore every nook and cranny, but it just feels to me like on hardcore I need every bit of help I can fucking get, and extra levels alongside extra chances for loot are just too good to pass up. Oversays is welcome. I agree. I think if it was half as long, I'd still feel the same way. How do you feel, Brett? Yeah, that's the Cosmere stuff I was talking about. Been recommended. I'm on the fence. I fucking love it. There's a lot of different flavors of Cosmere. The interconnected nature of all of the different series are fucking awesome. It's not as in-depth and complex, and let's say as dense as Wheel of Time, as Malazan especially, and as many others I'm sure that I've not quite got to yet. But the world building, for a start, is exemplary. I'm thinking Well of Ascendance, the first of the Mistborns. Beautiful worlds with great systems and complex interactions. And rather than like Malazan, where you don't ever get given anything, if there's a small part of a chapter that actually begins to explain something to you about how something works, you fucking lap it up like you found an oasis in a desert, right? But where Sando's work, he's going to explain how all the systems work. You're going to be seeing anime fucking movies play out in your mind every other fucking scene because of these cool battles with these great systems. But Stormlight Archives, which I've got the tabletop RPG for and I paint the minis for, is ridiculous. I love that shit. and Mistborn especially have these great planets with their own ecosystems. And independently, they are wonderful. But where they cross over in these little interesting, subtle ways, it's a lot cleverer than it first gives you the impression it might be. And I fucking love it. Mistborn first, if you like. I actually did Stormlight first. I think people would recommend Mistborn first. I wanted something girthier. Mistborn's a four-parter with short novels, and then a three-parter that takes place later and was written later. That's incredible and such a different vibe than the first four. Wax and Wane Chronicles, call it. Fucking amazing. Maybe not to everyone's taste, but I love these. Fucking gunslinger shit. No, just crazy. Whereas Stormlight is more like the first Mistborn book's like a heist story, really. Stormlight's more like deep fantasy world. The big arcs. The big plays. I mean, it's ironic that I say that because Mistborn has like some of the biggest plays. Like the what? Mistborn has like some big ass fucking plays. But Stormlight just feels like the meat, yeah, to me. And then there are so many other little superfluous stories that add so much more to the worlds around them. But I don't know. I would say if you feel like something a bit thick and meaty, start with Stormlight. If you want to ease yourself in with something light, not light per se, but shorter, sweeter, more concise, easier to get into, then I would say start with Mistborn. That's my recommendation. Or if you could also look up Elantris Warbreaker. was going to say Tress, but I probably wouldn't. I'd say Elantris and Lawbreaker are single shots. They're just really good stories. Not too long. Not too arduous. They do play massive roles in how everything else works and seeing how they weave into things. You can read them whenever you want, though. I read the middle of Stormlight. Because no matter what order you come to this shit, like you'll have the same reveals for the most part, and be like, "Whoa, is that? No way! Could that be? Oh my god!" You know. But yeah, I'd say it depends on the mood that you're in. I just wanted to get into something big, having just done Wheel of Time, and Stormlight was perfect for that. Also, you got to understand, Brandon Sanderson wrote the last 3 books of the Wheel of Time series. I was already on his wavelength, and I wanted to, keep going. Checkpoint down there. I might grab that. If you're prone to getting hooked and have work in the morning, maybe leave Stormlight for the weekend. Well, I guess it depends on how you read. Oh my god. But I am a read before bed kind of motherfucker. And if I feel particularly compelled, I'll bring my Kindle with me when I leave the bedroom. I have it with me right now. Where did I put it? Oh, I have it right here. Because I was reading
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
Malazan Book 1 again. And I wanted it on hand while I was doing some editing. No, not that. Oh yeah, no, that. That book was... you're saying the first Stormlight's so good that you couldn't put it down and you're likely to... I don't know if I would... like, that could happen. I don't know if I felt that way. Not saying that I wasn't hooked on it, but I wasn't, I can't put it down. It was when I finished the first Stormlight book and started the second, that's when I was in. That's when I was ready to go. Oh, okay. The stage is set. The characters are established. Let's go. But going through it, it took a bit. Not Malazan a bit, but it took a bit. Sanderson did the last 3 books of Wheel of Time after Robert Jordan died. The family trusted Sanderson to get it done. Because he's just known for being really dedicated to the craft. Like he can pump shit out. Now, as the story goes, most of the Robert Jordan stuff was already there. He'd mapped it out, and Sanderson just had to put it all together. But I don't know that's coming from Sanderson. I don't know the depth of it, but yeah, it certainly has his flavor. In particular, what they call a Sanderlanche, which is the last chapters of a book, fucking up pace. Hannah, oh yeah, I hope you enjoy Path of Exile. I do. Quit being a red before bed and be a soju man before bed. Quit being a read before bed, be a soju man. You know what? You'd have been proud of me the last couple of weeks. I was so fucking smashed so many times. I still haven't recovered, mate. Thanks for the tenner. I don't think my tips are working, but my phone tells me apparently. So. It looks a bit bigger than your older one. Sorry, what's that? The finale of the second book had me reading like a madman. Yeah, me too. Once the Sanderlanche starts to... Yeah, it's the same with all... I've never personally felt that Sanderson's Sanderlanche is any more intense than anyone else's. In fact, if anything, I would say Stephen Erickson's way better at it. There's a particular scene in book 6 at a city called Yugathan, and the Sanderlanche style of switching between characters, but they're all nearby. It's usually those characters are all separated and you're switching between them in large chunks, but now they're all together in this one place and you're switching perspectives. there's this particular scene as this group of characters is escaping your garden. It's like the absolute personification of that style of writing, and it's beautiful. I really love Sanderson's lectures as well. Yeah, if you're interested in being inspired, he's a very good lecturer. Very good at a lot of things. His work ethic is to die for. He's just a bit of a weird cunt as well, you know. I don't know. He gives me a weird cunt vibe. Been addicted lately. Druid 80, Monk 90, played a lot. Didn't go hardcore like you. You are a bit of a bitch, but that's okay. I wouldn't hold it against you. Hope 0.1 is not bugged anymore during my original Ranger. Oh, really? Okay, there you go. So you should have played hardcore. Your original Ranger would have just died to some bullshit. You would have started again. Would have been great. Oh. Smack. Smack me around a bit, huh? One more place I want to check and I think we're done. And then the big slog. Yeah, him being a Mormon is a big part of my fucking apprehension. I don't mind. I've never judged the quality of a piece of work based on who created it. But when we're talking about the man himself, yeah. Weird cunt. These statues, I feel like they were coming alive in the next section or something. How does Sanderson's writing compare to someone like George R.R. Martin? Interesting. I don't know. I feel like George R.R. Martin, all I know is Game of Thrones, and Game of Thrones is a little dense because of the massive amount of characters and the political edge to it. So I would say that Sanderson stuff is not as dense as Game of Thrones, but I don't know. Less descriptions about cock, sure. But I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't put Game of Thrones much higher on the complexity scale or denseness. I enjoy both of their writing styles very well, though, and I think they both capture the sort of essence of their writing, the flow and the pace of the kind of story they're trying to tell. I guess is what I'm saying. Like I say, Sanderson stuff. Only when I'm reading Sanderson stuff do I often imagine what the video game adaptation of this would be like. It's like with Malazan, I've never once thought, oh man, this would be so sick. Fuck, how good would Chain of Dogs, the video game, be? You know, it doesn't come. Maybe I've certainly thought about it as like a film, but. I don't know, with Sanderson and stuff, like, I want... That's why there's a TTRPG and why I wanted to play it. Why I bought the fucking complete edition of it. Like, same with Mistborn. I want to make a character in that world. I want to choose which Radiant... Oh my... Jesus Christ, you did more damage to me than most bosses in this game. What the fuck is your problem? Jesus. Fucking lurker in the middle of a fucking tower. How fucking cool is that scene? How grotesque and delicious is what's happening right now. Erican's for a tabletop RPG. He, I believe, and his friend who writes his other books are they were both DMs or something for years before they wrote, and you can see it. But goddamn, being in their fucking D&D campaign would be the most intense fucking Dungeons and Dragons experience you can possibly imagine. It'd make Baldur's Gate 3 feel like you were playing the kindergarten version of Dungeons & Dragons. In terms of its narrative, world, and character complexity. More mobs on screen, the faster everything dies? Yeah. Good. Clears. Baldur's Daycare compared to a Malazan. Trying to imagine what the people who played in a Steven Erikson D&D campaign in the 80s were going through. I've read this cunt's descriptions of war times, you know? Like, the things they do to women and babies. There was a scene, I'm not going to read it out to you because honestly, I think for the very first time in my life, were I to read it out, I would have to give a trigger warning. That's how fucked up some of the descriptors. Okay, it's the vultures that are copping me. I gotta be careful of them. Yeah, does it involve a sheep pen, Crazy? As the finishing touch? A sheep pen is the cherry? Because fuck me, man. I still think about it. I still try to imagine what it would be like to both be in that position and to put someone in it, to put people in it. What that must be like. Even to think of it. Some of Erikson's torture and wartime depravity. Honest to God, it makes the Nazis seem pretty chill. Like, thinking about, like, the camps and stuff, by comparison, that shit seems like you got off easy. You know what I mean? You think about something else? Wow, okay. Maybe in Chain of Dogs? When we talk about, like, spit roasting and shit? Or maybe in Memories of Ice when we're talking about Child of the Dead Seed? That sort of stuff? Every right guy on a donkey? Maybe not. How'd you vibe with Rhythm of War with the pages and pages of science shit? I know some people didn't like Rhythm of War. Honestly, that was my favorite part. I fucking loved it. The whole Navani Raboniel arc was my whole jam. Particularly the place where it was set as well. I fucking loved that shit, man. Rhythm of War, which is the 4th Stormlight book, for those of you who are wondering. That was my shit. I know people didn't go for it, but I liked it more than Wind of Truth anyway. I did like Wind of Truth, don't get me wrong, but the whole cognitive realm arc felt a bit like this level to me. The last projectile damage. I kind of feel a little squishy, and I feel like maybe it might be a good idea to have a look at that skill tree in a minute and see if there's any more like armor increase stuff. What is my armor at? 58. Dice falling a center with a hammer that can break anything. It's gotta be Paladin Brood. Anyway, there's a lot of Wheel of Time up until that point, up until Malazan, was full of really fucking torturous, nasty scenes. But they were always cool. Really cool. Like, one of the Forsaken, the Chosen, would look over a pier. And beneath the pier, this ocean, and beneath the ocean, thousands of people chained to the bottom of the sea floor, floating up, suspended forever, kept alive. just floating, floating there, just conscious and cognitive, but left. Torturous eternity. I thought that shit was awesome. Demise Wells is one that people refer to a lot as well. It's like a famous scene from Wheel of Time, which is brutal as fuck. And again, it's super fucking sick though. Like I love the idea. The Malazan stuff, Erickson stuff is like, it's super fucking sick, don't get me wrong. But it makes me uncomfortable. And I'm not the kind of person that gets turned off easy with certain things. And again, it's not like I put the book down, I can't read it, it's too much, oh my god, my sensibilities. I love it. But it's I'm sitting there reading. No, Sanderson's a fucking Care Bear. No, Sanderson's very relaxed. Don't worry. There's none of that in Sanderson. Sanderson wouldn't dream of the kinds of wartime descriptions that fucking Steven Erickson's fucking things up. It's ridiculous. Forgetting which books are in. This was in book 6 for sure. It involved I don't want to spoil it for anybody, you know. Even if they're not going to read it, I don't want to spoil. It's best to just come upon it without any warning. I think it's beautiful. There's a lot of them. Memories of Ice, the battle at Coral, yeah, dude. And leading up to Coral, when the horde of insatiable, ravenous, undead, I guess you would call them, were going on their march across the land, right? Oh. I believe it was a lady. She always gives me Lust from Full Metal Alchemist vibes. I can't quite remember. And I haven't fucking heard of her. Envy. I think it's Lady Envy. There's this wonderful arc in the 3rd book with Lady Envy and Tok. And the Chain Chamali Queen Mother or some shit arc. There's like fucking insane shit going on in that fucking book. Insane shit. But they kind of come across this army of fucked up shit. Dude, Child of the Dead Seed vibes, right? And then I think you get a flashback of how the Child of the Dead Seed was impregnated or something. I was just like, this is sick. I love this. What the fuck? I've never read anything like it in my life. This cunt made D&D campaigns. What the fuck? You know, like it's just out there. It's more out there than you could imagine. But then it got worse. Yeah, it got worse. So good. Robert Jordan's horror scenes are really good, underrated aspect. Yeah, I agree. I enjoyed a lot of them. But Malazan's Book of the... Exactly, that's what it is. That's what we were talking about. I think any good top memories of Ice for me, but the very next book, Casa... dude, the whole intro of the 4th book of Casa all along. Oh my god, he's fucking... Even just his rape, man. Dear God. And honestly, the intro, the entire 4th book is like a new character, new zone, new time fucking period. You don't even know what's going on, but it's like fucking, it's ages. It's a big chunk of the 1st book, and you are just engrossed. From the first second to the last. You never want it to end. That's just how amazing this character is, that you don't even give a fuck about the rest. You don't even think, what's that? No, you're just in there. And that's probably the tamest that a Casa Oolong story gets, really. It's fucking insane. Do you remember a fight with him in like a castle out in Muraku? And he fights a demon? It's like a trapdoor, and he gets fucking knocked down into like a sewer. And he's just fucking full of shit, and fucking comes back up and just gets fucked up. This demon's like this lacerating of thigh muscles and shit going on like crazy, and he just fucking you know this character by then, Toblakai, right? Like just fucking what an ethos. Oh no.
You are relentless.
Who are you? That's him.
The time of the Faradin is nigh.
Is that the Act 2 final boss encounter there?
Need a sec.
I need to put some lightning fucking resistance and shit on for him. It should there, dude. The two heads of the fucking I forgot the name of him now. Yeah, like I think book 6 just starts with him just rocking up with the two. I'm not going to be specific because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. This is all just general, vague. If you've not read Malazan, this is not to spoil you at all. This is to whet your appetite without giving anything away, okay? That's what these conversations are for. If you haven't read Malazan yet, maybe listening to a conversation like this will be what you need to get started. And if you are thinking of getting started, again, please follow my good friend. Oh no. I've done that. I forgot that I full screened it because it was on TV. The reason why we're having this conversation is because Peeve just launched a Patreon with a lot of really fun and interesting things. But the main one is a weekly book club where we're all getting together there and we're reading Malazan, Book of the Fallen, Book 1. Doing Chapter 1 this week. So maybe this is the time, and we're going to discuss it and talk about it. There's going to be some art drawing and stuff involved as well. It's a big part of Peeve's Patreon moving forward, and I can't wait to be a part of it. So that's why we're talking about it. Maybe it's whet your appetite too. The problem with the Forsaken is how scary they're meant to be, and yet how inept they prove to be. Yeah, it's changed to my TB setting. I fucked with it. Only halfway through Wheel of Time books. Yeah, look, Wheel of Time gets rough around that time, man. Doesn't come out until about book 10. I slowed down as well. There's no rush. Just don't stop. Okay? I also had it on I think there was one zone, the Mastodon Bone area. I was having unfortunate FPS. So I changed some shit around. Anyway, I think we're good now. Oh wait, I should put it on borderless again. Yeah, and then Caster comes along. You know what? Crazy. It wasn't even that fight that did it for me. It was Mappo and Icarium casually bump into Caster all along on the road. And there was a scene recently that made reference to that on a boat with with the chick. Can't remember her name. Not Seren Padak. I can't remember her name. She's the one who's been gallivanting around with Caster. But they're just like the whispers right after to a scene with Tralsengar and Icarium. Lone Scurvy. How are you, mate? Started near Replicant. Oh, you're in for a treat, mate. It's about Dev, that's it. Thank you. She's talking about, like, not this one. Not this guy. And Caster's like, alright. You don't know.
My pockets
I
are
see.
full.
I can't wait to see where the story goes from here. Book 7 has been insane for me because I don't know why. Like, this really weird thing happened with Book 5 where, like, I fell in love. I fell in love with a bunch of characters. In particular, T-Hole? Three brothers. In particular, three brothers.
I hear you.
T-Hole and Bug, I want to say.
As you wish.
I fell in love with this dynamic. And it just, I don't know. It was such a blind side where like you've read 4 books and you're onto the 5th and it feels like you're reading about a new world on a new planet with new characters in a different time period. And it was so depressing for me because I felt like once it ended, it was over. And it was. And then I read the next book, which kind of went back to what I was doing before. And was changed by what I knew now from this 5th book. And then I fucking find out that it wasn't a prequel at all. It was happening side by side on the same fucking planet. And now I'm in book 7 and I'm back with those characters from book 5. Just like I had with book 1 and book 3. So this thing's happened again. This little... And I swear, every night I look forward to getting back to my book because I'm back with these characters that I genuinely thought I'd never fucking... Maybe a couple of them. Like, I knew Troll was still fucking running around, you know, but I didn't realize it was as... I guess not looking things up and not knowing things, it just... You just come up with your own theories. And I kind of let my theories get away from me, and I got disappointed by them, and then I got this come up. It's unbelievable. Book 5 is where I'm up to, I believe. Is that Troll Sengar's backstory? Indeed. Yes. It feels like Troll Sengar's backstory, doesn't it? That's how it felt to me too. I guess in a way it is. But there's more to it. I didn't know you hadn't finished, Crazy. I won't say anymore. For some reason I thought you were like Poet. You know, fucking done them all. I'm not sure why. I apologize. I shouldn't have said as much as I did. When's POE free to play? I wouldn't be surprised if it takes until next Christmas. How many more characters they got to add? Like 4? 5? Bro, they did a free to play weekend. I wouldn't expect this game to ever go free to play. And by the time it does, I don't think there'll be anybody who doesn't already own it. So just... Endgame's a bit of a mess. They want to correct it. They don't want to keep out all the characters and shit. I was sure last year we'd get 1.0 by the end of 2025. No. I would be more surprised that if it came out this year than I would be if they just said, "Oh, we've decided we're not going to be going free to play with this one." They changed their mind for financial reasons. I don't know. That it just doesn't feel like they want this to be a free-to-play game. It feels like they want it to be a pay-to-play game with a microtransaction store, as if it were a free-to-play game, which is exactly what it is for now, man. This is a boss, I think. Oh no, this just opens up these fucking sluts across the whole fucking map. That's right. That's what I was thinking of before. I don't even know why I fucking did that. Probably just for XP or something. More XP? Yeah, I guess that's the way to go. Now which way am I going? The boss was up that way. I want to be going like... I guess I'll just go this way for now. It's not like... I don't think I'll get a level before I fight the end boss, but maybe. Oh, it gives you permanent 10 light. Okay, that's worth it. Takes you from -10 to 0. Amazing.
I'll need a sec.
This big fucker in here does shoot some shit or something at me. It's kind of worth it because at $30 EA you get free currency for tabs. I think you'd need to spend at least 10. I mean, he's not wrong. That $30 you spend on early access, you get in microtransaction currency basically, and you will need that shit. Otherwise, it'll be like pulling fucking teeth, storing all your shit. He's not wrong. I hate to admit it. I just don't like that they get away with this being a free-to-play game when it isn't. Just sell it. Include the tabs in the purchase price and fucking call it a day. What's with all this underhanded fucking bullshit? I don't understand. It all feels a little... Don't tell him I would have paid $2.50 for it. Sure. You don't need to, though. But the reason a game like this can be free is that there are a lot of people that are willing to pay a lot more in microtransactions. So other people pay for your DLC for you. And it's a business model that I hate, but it's one that works. And when it works nicely, particularly in a lot of third world countries, it means that a lot of people can continue to pay so that a lot of other people can continue to play. And that's pretty cool. That it's usually not cool because we live in a fucking stupid fucking world where nothing cool is ever cool. It's always abusive and psychologically manipulatory and so on and so forth. But it could be cool, and I think it often is in Path of Exile 1, where people buy a lot of cosmetic shit that's way too expensive, and some people most people buy a lot of tabs eventually, but don't need to really spend even. What the fuck was that? Faradun Impaler, and that was just a normal enemy? Man, if that was a rare one of those.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
I'm going to give him my money. Well, yeah, exactly. Go free to play. Let everybody come in. I mean, the first few weeks that they were doing this thing, and we didn't really know what the vibe was, and or when it was going to launch or whatever, and the servers were a big deal, and blah 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 blah. Sure, I don't. Support a pack to get in early access to the beta, whatever. But once you realize. Oh, sorry, Hannah. Thanks for the tender, mate. Keep on rocking. Love you, mate.
Rejoice, fellow expletives, for one of our executioners is
Malachites,
returned.
executioner,
Arms warrior,
legend,
the battle rages.
champion, mad cunt. Thank you, dude. Cheers. Going on. Have you seen an infographic showing Activision making like 80% of their revenue from microtransactions? It wouldn't surprise me. Can't buy that fucking shit. That's what I mean. It's insidious. But I do like the concept of a free-to-play video game that's high quality, has lots of DLCs, constantly getting updates and is looked after, that anybody can play for free and don't have to spend any money, and most people can spend a little bit of money after they've tried it a lot on convenience items, and a few people, which end up being a lot of people, can buy a bunch of fucking fashion items and support it. You know, like I like that idea. What Activision does is a bit different, but the double dipping changes the whole equation. Up until this and a couple of others, if a game costs money and has a microtransaction store, I do not play it on principle. Now, my principles are easily bought, apparently. In this case, they were bought by Path of Exile. Because they offered me the kind of money that I can't say no to anymore to play it. And so I did. And then I kept playing it because it's fucking great. But I don't want to play video games that have both a price tag and a microtransaction store. And I do tend to avoid games that have it where possible. I'm just going to try and snipe that big boy at the back there, but I don't think I got him. Oh! What did I get stuck on there? Oh, there was a zombie there. That makes sense. I trust they will. 12 years of goodwill is a lot. And I don't share that, but I do vicariously get to experience it through people like yourself. And I give them the benefit of the doubt. But since I became a part of it, you know what? Look, the reality is I played Path of Exile 1 when it first came out. I've still got my original account. I played it through. I thought it was fun. I did the story. I never looked back, you know? And I did level up, by the way. Those cunts giving heaps. That was it. Done. You know? Cool. Cool story. What's next? Them fans, I'm just quoting some Tool Brother. They do fuck up, but they have so far made good each and every time. I'll stick with them. There's a point in Act 3 where you're like, okay, no more currency. I can't hold it. Then you find out there's a tab. There's like twice as much currency you haven't seen yet. In my opinion, you're going to kind of need at least the currency tab and probably the rune tab. Which means if you do make it to the end of the game and you still want to keep playing, your buy-in is a couple bucks, right? But these cunts have got like free weekends and sales, like discounts, sale season on their beta test that you have to buy. It's not a good look. Always wait for the tabs up. Yeah. What do you guys think about adding a little bleed to this build? Pointless? Prescient? Thoughts? Ferocious. As long as it's an answer to a direct question, crazy? Yeah, mine too, Chaos. My tab's from 1 plus, which was from one of the expansions when I streamed it, and I was like, oh, I'll buy some of those. Plus what I got for this. Can you stack, multiply it with anything? The bleed? It just says 5% chance to inflict bleeding on hit. How's your physical? I don't know if that's a good number or a bad number, so I don't know. Bleed scale stacks with physical, so to benefit your bossing, but you're using lightning for packs, so it would be situational. Okay, so it wouldn't help much with... Remember, I got Culling Strike when enemies get below 30% as well. So like I was thinking bleed might just help bring them down a bit faster to get to that point. Right. But I don't know. It's 1 in 20. If it's speedy as fuck, yeah. Well, every single like how many hits is in this? And then another 10% to inflict. Another 5% to inflict in there. So there's a few, like, if I was going to go bleeding, I'd go the whole hog there. Other options are two-handed weapon damage increase. That skill converts almost all your physical to lightning, so the bleed it applies would be pretty small. Okay. You'd go for the two-handeds? Mob clearing's already excellent. You need something to bring up the single target damage? Right. Which would be just continue with these big numbers. What about here? How do you feel about that? Because I can respec a couple nodes and just go straight for that and probably end up pretty well ahead on damage for minor respecs. Projectile stun build-up is mint as well. I've got pin on one of them. Let's just go and have a little look again. I've been meaning to do a respec for a bit. I've got heaps of cash laying around, so...
What have you learned?
If I were to... I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I could take out, like, the attack speed, for example. I could take out... No, I wouldn't take out my armor. 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think it would be worth it right now. I'd have to just start heading in that direction, actually. Would you still go the two-handed crazy? Or would you go down this path? Lightning doesn't stun, although my voltages do. But it increases the chance to be shocked, and shocked increases damage that you take by a flat 30%, I think. I wouldn't mind popping up here to grab Blur pretty easily, too. And cat-like agility. I probably want to head in that direction as well. For a little bit. At some point. Okay. Remember the two-handed nodes? There's tons of them around it. Would you suggest taking off some of these babies and going for them? Like 10% increased projectile damage. Just so I can dig faster down to overwhelm. For example. It'd be effective to go for overwhelm. Alright, so then I could just refund you 1, 2, 3 for now, because I don't need those. I can grab dex. No, I grabbed strength with you because there was a reason why I needed strength earlier, and I could use it. 1, 2, 3. And then I could take like 1 out of you, 4. One out of you, 5. 1 out of you, 6. So my attack speed's going to go down, but my damage is going to go up quite a bit. What do you think about that? Oh my god.
I didn't see how expensive it is.
It was like, oh, it's 500, it's 517 bucks. 1,000, 1,500. Nah, mate. 66 fucking... Oh, it's 3. Oh, I thought it was going to cost me 66,000. I just read that wrong. I thought it was going to be 60. Never mind. That would be insane. Well, that, yeah, it's a video game. Sometimes insane is just the fucking status quo, mate, you know? Alright, let's do that then. And then I can, if I want, I can pump more points back into here again. It was just nice to have those at the time. But that's going to bump me up by a bit. Respecting the ascendancies that cost a fucking shit ton? Okay. I had no idea what to go for with my ascendancies. So I just grabbed something that I thought would be useful to me right now. And Culling Strike seemed cool. For just clearing shit out of the way, which at the time wasn't going as well. I think Culling Strike was a good call. I was leaning toward this one. And if I get 2 more ascendancy points, that's probably where I would go. Without asking for help. That's where I'd be thinking. This idea that I have a shield that gives me bonuses based on my armor and evasion rating. I don't know if it's any good, but that's what I was looking at. Armor goes down a lot, but you got a shield on. I thought this one would be pretty nice too. Usually go tactician first and then switch on later. Fair enough. Okay. What did I just do? Oh, I just respec to add a bit more juice. Right, cool. Now, where the fuck were we? Have I finished this place yet? I don't think so. Just to ask again, the Act 2 end boss is up there, right? That's that fight? No. Okay. Is it that same cunt? Up there? The same cunt that I fought before that ran away? You still have to do the cat. It's a skeleton cunt. Okay. Right. I think I have explored this place, but I will run back rather than checkpoint just in... Yeah, just for these babies. Okay. The lightning guy runs away, someone's a skeleton. Okay. I forgot the skeleton. I think I'll be right with my grindy gear then. My rare item rarity gear. I can't think. It's just Act 2 boss, have lightning resistance, and my proper gear on. My slightly more. It's not a big difference. Oh.
Let these towers stand for all time.
I think I already found that before.
The sands may never swallow the
Your voice sounds familiar. I'm sure I zoned out while you were talking earlier. I feel like there's been like no rares in like the last, in this whole 3-stage Spire. Have you guys felt that? Like no rares. I mean enemies, sorry. Like yellow mob. There's been like one? I don't understand. I was in the Well of Souls earlier and every second fucking enemy was a rare. Which just makes sense for that zone. Thematic. Loving the shotgun crossbow. Oh, it's fun, isn't it? There's a lot of different variants on it. I've gone with lightning because that's just how things worked out for me. But I was experimenting all the way through with so much different shit. And this build has changed so much since I started. Then again, I started this cunt last year. Well, a year ago. Okay. Do a unique? I have not had a unique on this character or the previous one. Alright, fuck it, let's just go.
Oh no!
Whoa, okay. We're gonna do this. Wow, you got some armor, bro. Whoa. And then we're gonna do this. Fuck. Oh, that's a bit of fire. Most armor I've seen on an enemy yet, I think. What's with the fire hitting me from back there, mate? Maybe I should have got my good gear on. Holy shit.
This'll get him.
No, that's alright. I was overreacting. He's fine.
Blasted bone monsters. I'm done with this.
Just as I came in, I readjusted my seating position and I just clipped my right testicle with my left heel. So I was dealing with him, but I was also this sort of delayed build-up was happening downstairs that was quite distracting. Yeah, it just kept getting worse and worse as the fight was going on. But I think I held it all together pretty good.
I hear you. I shall put this
Not
to use.
too shabby. Nice.
Blessings.
I missed that, Moose. That's great. Another level 8 skill gem. I guess we go with fucking high velocity. It's probably my main
Who
one.
goes there?
I don't need to keep fire resistance full
I
rings
shall
anymore.
put warm nights.
Speak to a cell. Okay, so I am done with that area now, right? Yep. Yeah, nah, because I sit like a fucking Tibetan monk, Arek. Do you sit there with your feet planted firmly on the fucking ground there? I can't do it for very long. I should. This is why I stand.
As we
You know what?
now have. So the trail connect for glory.
The Dreadnought! I remember this fucking joint. That's right. So what did we go here for? Narratively, what happened here? Because I don't know about you, but I'm thinking like feedback, beta testing. Delete the SHA. That's my current feedback. How are you, Wonder Nubs? What's going on? That's where I'm at right now. I'm like, delete Deshar, and Act 2 is way cleaner.
Ready yourself. We must prevail.
I'm 6'4", I can't do the cool chair positions. Get a big, fat, fucking old chair like I had. Alright, waypoint, checkpoint. I can't keep playing. I have to go. So sorry. I'm so sorry. You get 3 hours with me. Disgusting. It's fucking disgusting, isn't it? I gotta get up tomorrow again. I'm sorry, Quill. Fuck. I'm very sorry. Long, munted cunt of a fucking days, I'm telling you. And I should have got in earlier yesterday and today, and I fucking just completely skipped Tuesday as well. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Tomorrow morning's retro gaming show is off as well. I got to take the baby to get injections. It's just this first bit of a new baby, all right? I promise. I promise. There's always a lot to do. There's always something. But it'll get easier. This is teething pains. If you're I'm still trying to get other stuff put out too. I've got the next set of VODs for Patreon ready to go. I'm gonna put them on render now. When I jump off, that'll be Shadow of the Colossus, all cleaned up with the chat, put back on the screen, or put on the screen so you can read the chat, and without the intros and the breaks and stuff, so it's nice and cruisy. That should be up tomorrow. If you're interested in that, I won't see you tomorrow. I won't see you on Saturday, because mates are coming over. Fizzy's coming down from fucking from Melbourne. What did he say? No Rest for the Wicked gets full co-op on the 20th. Want to give it a crack? Fuck yeah. I'm keen. I'm down for some No Rest for the fucking Wicked co-op, yeah. And then Sunday, as I say, I'm heading away for a night, okay? So I'll be back Monday. Yeah. It's not looking good. It's going to be a rough weekend. Next week, I'll make it up to you with more late night Path of Exile grinding, I'm sure. Hopeless cunt. Bought a secret lab chair when I could have bought a chair for it. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. I remember this used to be a 10. Dude, I'm doing fucking videos. Like, I'm editing videos. Like, fuck, I used to stream a lot, huh? Thanks, Take the Ride. Cheers, mate. POE and chat streams really fun. It's a nice vibe, man. I really do like the Path of Exile streams. I don't want to do them all the time, but I like the idea of like I'm cooking up a character on the side, and then once they get far enough along, it's like, yeah, I can stream it for a bit. We have some good vibes, and then it fucking dies to some shit, and then it's over, you know. And then next time we try again. I do have another druid. I have a druid at Act 2, ready to go. That I'm supposed to do with Peeve, but he's a bit of a fucking flake, you know? He's a bit of a fucking flake. This Merc's going all the way. As long as he can beat fuckhead monkey in the fucking forests, then it's progress. And I didn't think I could make it this far with anything other than a Smith of Katava. The fact that I can make it with the Merc makes me feel very... Merc's probably second for big armor though, maybe, is it? Is there another character next to Warrior other than Merc that has heaps of armor? I feel like armor evasion's pretty nice for these hardcore runs. That slam, dude, ended my best run. Done. Tony, how are you, mate? Yeah, I'm just going to bed, mate. I'm sorry. I can push further than this when I need to, but I shouldn't do it often because it makes the mornings are already rough as guts, as it is. You know? So good. Monk has armor to that? Okay. Cool monk then. Oh, druid. Bear druid. That's my next one. Bear druid. So I've done a few of those and I love them. Anyway, I'm sorry, and I hope you had fun anyway, and I'll be around. I will. Well, if you've been here, you know. Summer holidays, man. They're a cunt. They're great. They're a cunt for that work-life balance. Love ya. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Cheers.
I can't go yet. Don't let me die. I'll never stop until I'm done. But just tonight, maybe I'll rest in peace. I feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. I hear your heart beat in my soul, our endings bound, our bodies know. I can't go yet. Don't let me die. I want to live, my only one. There's more to do if we can only live. The clock won't stop in this